I'm going to be preparing the co-star to your Thanksgiving meal, and that's a glazed ham. And here it is. Now I just removed the package that it was in, discarded it, and it's ready to go. Now this is an 8-pound, fully cooked smoked ham, bone in. See? Here's the bone. Now I'm sure that many of you are probably afraid of preparing a glazed ham for the holidays. Well, don't be, because this is going to be the easiest thing you prepare. Now I'm going to be using this roasting pan right here, and I put a piece of parchment paper down at the bottom because it'll be easier to clean that way. See? Now I'm going to get my ham, and I'm going to set it right here in my roasting pan. Now you want to make sure that you cover it up really well. I've got a big piece of aluminum foil right here, and I'm going to seal it real well because you want to make sure that you keep all the juices in. You don't want to lose any of that wonderfulness in here. See? Now remember that this is a fully cooked ham. So all you really want to do is just warm it up really well. See? I've got my oven preheated to 325 degrees, and I'm going to put it right on the center rack for approximately 45 minutes. And then I will move on to the next step after that. Now, while my ham is in the oven warming up, I'm going to prepare my glaze. I'm going to be using this small saucepan right here. And I'm going to start by adding my butter. I've got 4 tablespoons of salted butter. Now I'm going to move the butter around until it gets to a beautiful rich color. See, just like this. Now, as you can see, my butter is a beautiful golden brown. Look at that. And that's what you want because it has a wonderful nutty aroma. Now I'm going to add my brown sugar. I have 3/4 of a cup of brown sugar. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. Now this apple cider vinegar is going to balance everything out. I've got 1/3 of a cup of sweet orange marmalade. I'm going to put it in here like this. Oh, I just love this. And it's got some orange rind in there, which gives it a fantastic flavor. And it looks pretty too. Now I've got 2 teaspoons of ground mustard. I'm going to add them in here. That'll bring out the flavor of all the ingredients in a beautiful way. I have 1.5 teaspoons of paprika. I'm going to add the paprika in here because it gives it beautiful color and, of course, the flavor. I have 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. And I'm going to add some pepper. Now, you can add as much pepper as you want. That's good. I'm not going to add any salt because the ham is pretty salty as it is. Now, I'm going to be stirring it around like this until it gets real nice and smooth. I've got it set on low heat. You don't want to burn any of this, you see? You just want everything to come in together really nicely. I'm going to continue stirring it like this for about 15 minutes. So it's been 15 minutes and my glaze is perfect. Look at this. See the consistency? This is exactly how you want it to be. And I can see the orange rind in there. And it smells so good. Now I'm going to keep it on low. And I'm going to stir it every so often like this until I'm ready to use it. Now you don't want to remove it off the heat because if you do that, it'll get really thick on you. Now my ham is almost ready. I'll be taking my ham out to glaze it. So I'm going to continue stirring it around like this gently until I'm ready to use it. So it's been 45 minutes. And look at my ham. It smells wonderful. So now what I'm going to do is remove some of the fat that's on top because it's got a nice little cap of fat and it'll caramelize better if you remove some of that because the glaze caramelizes better on the meat than on the fat. So I'm going to take some of this fat layer from the top off. And all you have to do is just scrape it. And I'm going to put it right into this bowl. Now some people like to leave it on, but it caramelizes better when you remove it. Now that I have removed the fat from the top and left just a little bit on, I'm going to score it. I'm going to get my knife. You want to use a sharp knife like this, and I'm going to score it crisscross up on the top. Now the reason you want to score it is because it'll look pretty on your table when it's nice and glazed, and that will also open up the ham so it'll take in the flavor of your glaze. So I'm going to score it on top about 1/2 inch apart from one line to the next. So I'm going to start right here. Now you don't want to cut in too deep. I'm going to take it all the way across like this, and then I'll come the opposite way. See, if you use a sharp knife, it digs in there really well. Just do the best you can. And here it is. You see those nice little squares? That's exactly what we want. So I've got some cloves right here. These are whole cloves. I'm going to put some cloves right on my ham like this. I like to do it right in the little corners. So that it'll get that beautiful flavor from the cloves. You can arrange them any way that you want. You can put as many as you want. Now, if you want to leave the cloves out, you can. You can just add a little bit of ground cloves to your glaze, and that'll work too. And I'm going to continue the process until I've got them all on my ham. So this is my last clove. Now you can put as many cloves as you want. See? Now I've got my glaze right here, nice and warm. I'm going to pour some of the glaze on top like this. And I'll brush it all the way down. Now you want to move a little fast. You don't want your glaze to cool down too much because then it'll stop flowing, but that's okay because once it goes into the oven, it'll get nice and hot and it'll flow real easy anyway. Now I have adjusted the temperature in the oven. I've raised up the temperature to 375 and I'm going to put it in there for 15 minutes. And after 15 minutes, I'm going to bring it out and I'm going to do this again. And I'll do this 2 or 3 times until the internal temperature is about 135 degrees. And I'll be checking it as I go along. See? Oh my gosh, look at this. Here it is. Absolutely beautiful, and it smells heavenly. Whew. Now I'm just going to decorate the platter with some salad greens. Something very simple. You can use some curly parsley if you'd like, or some kale. Just anything you like, just like that. And I've got an orange over here that I sliced. Just going to put some orange slices right here. Very simple. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, look at that. See? Whoosh, look at this. It's a beauty. Now, what I usually do is off a big piece like this, and then I slice it. I remove the cloves, and everything is perfect. Oh, look at this. So sweet. What can I say? Absolutely heavenly delicious. And you know, I can pick up on all the flavors of all the ingredients that are in the glaze. Sweet and savory, just perfect. So this is my wonderful glazed ham. If you like my video, give me a thumbs up, send me a comment and tell me what you think. Thank you.